When days turn to weeks, let's talk about 28 weeks later. With this film, it picks up 6 months after the military declared Britain safe from the rage virus, but a new terrifying nightmare soon begins. And with this film, we see no one come back from the first one. As with this film, it stars Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye himself, Rose Byrne, and Robert Carlyle. And I thought that the cast in this was good for the most part. I do think that there could have been a bit more to the characters. And how the film is with the story and all that, it's pretty interesting. As we pretty much see the military take over, as there is this safe zone that the military is in control of. But when things go down, hey, things go down, and that safe zone is no longer a safe zone. And with this film, I have to say, it is a bit more brutal than the first one at times, I feel like. It feels like it doesn't really hold back. And it does have some development for the rage virus. Has some development for how the zombies can be. As it's they can be a bit smarter, which is pretty interesting to see. For me, this film isn't as good as the first one was, but I do think it is still pretty good. Expanding this rage virus mystery more. With this film, it does focus on 2 kids and 2 military people played by Jeremy Renner and Rose Byrne. And I have to say, the dynamic was interesting, but I feel like they could have done more with that. I feel like they could have done some different things with these characters because they were pretty good for the most part. And with the whole smart zombie type thing, or a different way to get infected, was interesting, and they probably could have utilized that a bit more. But with that, I have to admit, this was still a pretty entertaining film. While it is not as great as the first one was, this was still pretty good. And also with this film, it shows that pretty much government groups are not to be trusted during a apocalypse. Don't go to those safe houses. Just watch Walking Dead or play The Last of Us and take notes on what to do in apocalypse. Overall though, 28 weeks later, it was still a pretty good movie, as it expands the franchise a bit more. But what are your thoughts on 28 weeks later? Let me know in the comments below and follow me for more.